Welcome to Unfiltered Summit Sisters. I'm Gina.
And I'm Julia.
We are two ride-or-die best friends who are paving the path for what true, authentic relationships look like.
We're facing hardships head-on, having real, uncensored conversations, supporting each other's growth, and shining a light on true, raw healing.
We are navigating the world the best we know how.
Having a hell of a time doing it.
Laughing every step of the way.
Through the rain
and sunshine.
This is Canyon Culture.
Welcome back to Unfiltered Summit Sisters. This view right here is pretty amazing.
Oh, it's epic.
It's really good. It's a really good view. I love how much snow is still up there.
That's crazy to me.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not trained in the snow part though, but it feels like a lot.
It does.
Okay. A couple weeks ago, we did a really fun thing.
We did.
What did we do?
I had a girls' water slide party for moms only.
Yeah, we posted about it on our social media, but my favorite part was the kids were like, can we get on? We're like, no.
Absolutely not.
Go away. Like you were planning it. I was like, don't plan it while my kids are here.
Right.
So they weren't even here.
These kids get birthday parties and they get to go to parties and all these things all the time. And so I decided, I was like, I want a party.
Yeah.
I never have a party. I never have a birthday party. Right? We're celebrating.
Yes.
It was not my birthday. Not even close though.
No. Was it your half birthday?
Maybe we could call it that.
No, because we get to have parties just because we want to.
We do.
So it doesn't have to have a label.
We do. So I rented a water slide.
Like an inflatable, like it's so good. It was fast. It was great.
Oh my
Pool
gosh.
at the bottom.
Big water slide. So
Yeah.
fun. We got pizza and snacks galore.
Snacks galore.
So many snacks. And invited just some of the coolest moms in the neighborhood. And we had so much fun.
It was fun. I think one of my favorite things was the text thread that we had leading up to it.
Yes.
Because we do this thing. We do this joke where we're always like, mom. And usually it's when we're talking to each other, but we've got this really amazing, great group of women, and it's kind of expanded to them. And so if we say mom, it could mean any of us. We call each other
That's
mom.
true.
And all of our kids are like, they're not your mom. I'm so confused. But we do that annoying mom. Anyway, so you had sent a text or a video. It was a video.
I sent a video.
You should post the video.
We should post the video. I sent a video the morning of, after the water slide had been set up. And I was just saying, I'm so excited you guys are coming to my party today. I have a water slide. My mom made me set up these stupid tent shades for you. Pizza's coming. I'm so excited you're coming. And my mom said to make sure to bring your own towel because she doesn't want to do your laundry.
So we're all dying laughing. Like, this is so funny. This became like a theme. And so, Shirley, who we've talked about plenty on the podcast. And then there's Kaylee, who's her daughter. And Kaylee has 3 little girls who we're all obsessed with.
Yeah.
And so Kaylee took her older 2 daughters to a movie, and the youngest stayed with Shirley. And so I think somebody was like, oh, I'm late, or people were communicating about arrival times. And Shirley's like, I would be there on time, but my mom's making me babysit. And then Kaylee, who is the babysitter's mom, whatever. What did she say? She was like, your mom's the worst.
Yeah.
Anyway, we just went back and forth. We played on this whole thing the whole time, and I was dying laughing. I was like, this
just
is
acted
hilarious.
like teenage girls again.
It was
so fun.
But yeah, we're going down the water slide. Kids are just sitting there like they look like little orphans watching other people eat while they're starving to death. They're just sitting there on their towels dry, and we're flying down this water slide, and they're like, is it our turn yet? And you're like, nope.
We had so much fun.
It was great.
Yeah. We tried different tricks going down the water slide.
Surfing down does not work as well as you think.
Right.
But you can surf at the bottom. Like you can land on your feet and slide into the...
Yeah, but sometimes it flips you all the way out of the water slide and almost to the cement.
Yeah.
That was almost bad. It was almost.
So it was fine.
And Stephanie's there and she was a nurse, so it would have been fine.
It would have been great.
Yeah.
We had also done, and we talked about this before, I think in the podcast, you and I went rollerblading and bicycle riding, like just a couple weekends ago. We just needed to play like kids.
Yes.
But I keep thinking about in general, and I think especially since you moved here, there's just this like childlike play
You're
that we
so
have.
welcome. You are so welcome.
Well, I think what it is I have another adult to do that with.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of when I talk about the healing from my marriage to now, you know, the amazing compliments I've gotten is like, oh, you like shine. And and a lot of it is I've got this youthful energy that I've always had, and it's gotten squashed. And now I'm like, I don't care.
Right.
And so I do dance in my driveway and play in the rain. And like, I am my authentic self, which is this very playful person. But I also feel like I'm making up for lost time. And so when we do these things, so like having you here, it's like, oh, somebody else is going to do this with me. I don't have to be so brave. We'll be idiots together.
Yes.
But I don't know. How do you, like, I feel like I'm making up for lost time. I feel like I'm healing and becoming who I am, which is a playful kind of person. But I also feel like I'm catching up on this childhood where I want my kids to look back and go, my mom was so fun. And before my marriage, I was not.
I agree. There's a lot of healing that goes into it. And I want my kids to remember my mom took us to do all these cool things, but she did it with us.
Yes, you were out there on the paddleboard.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
I was thinking about it. I think this has been the most fun summer that we have ever had. Like, I am almost grieving that school starts in a couple weeks. It has been so fun. We've just had the best summer. We've done so many things. We've done so many hikes and paddleboarding and just going
camping.
To a lagoon. Like, so many things. It's been so fun.
But I love our sense of humor because your boyfriend always rolls his eyes at your jokes. And you're like, what is it that you tell him?
Which part?
Like, you will have like an immature joke and he like rolls his eyes and you're just I'm funny.
This is my job to keep us young because he is so much older.
What is it, 2 months?
2 months. Like, you are the elder of the relationship and it is my job to keep us young and fun.
I love it. I think it's important though. I just feel like we lacked so much joy and we get so much joy with being playful. And I love that that's the kind of mom and person that I am. And I'm so glad that God gave me a soulmate that matches that. And that we have these amazing women that go down a water slide with us and will be fun moms too.
I think it's a combination of us feeling safe.
Okay.
Of us healing and embracing our divine feminine.
That's
we were
a good
created
aspect.
we were created to bring forth life, but also to have fun and bring light and laughter, right? The men are there for protection and providing, and we get to bring the life and the fun and the sunshine.
Yes. There's a book that we both read about masculine and feminine energy, and he was talking about how women are supposed to, in their feminine, are supposed to dance through life. Yeah. And I was like, oh, we do. It's not as graceful as he made it out to be.
Right.
But we're dancing. And I love that. But it's just, I don't know, it's fun. It's fun because life is hard and life is ugly. But I can sit there and like, I always have music going and I'm literally almost always dancing, even during the hard. I'm sitting there eating my burger. I went out to dinner with a bunch of friends last night and we were eating burger. I'm literally like doing the woman dance that everyone teases about. I'm like, this is real life though. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
It's beautiful.
There's a bird that keeps flying around. It's ginormous.
A big bird. It's not an eagle because it doesn't have a white head.
No.
Biggest one. Anyway, I didn't realize that not everybody dances when they eat.
Or makes inappropriate noises.
But I figured that out. We'll be on date night at a restaurant or something and I'm, like eating and like I don't even know that I'm moving.
Right, you don't even notice and your boyfriend's like, what?
I look around and I'm like, oh,
no one else is doing this?
No, other people are still when they eat.
Maybe like at McDonald's with the toddlers.
Right.
But not when you're sitting with a bunch of grown-ups. I'm like, ooh, these churro fries are amazing. And everyone's like, what are you doing? Like,
I can't,
I'm enjoying my churro fries. What are you doing?
Right. You obviously are not enjoying them as much as I am.
Yours are the gross ones, apparently. Oh, man, I love it. I'm trying to think of all the other fun things that are I just like that I don't have to try. Because I do feel like at the beginning of healing, there's so much like I have to push myself out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And now it's just part of the light that is me.
But some of it, though.
Oh, no.
Some of it, sometimes I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Now we're not pushing out of comfort zone anymore, but now, like, where's the line of maybe that is not a porch topic. Maybe that. Everything's a porch topic. It's true. It's not a church topic. But I'm like, maybe don't yell that in Walmart when you see her. That ass.
I don't know. Was it a good ass?
Yeah.
Then she should hear it
She should.
everywhere she is.
She should. It
See,
was you,
I'm
by
not.
the way.
Oh. Oh my gosh, thank
It
you.
was you.
Thank you so much. Here's my problem. I think we're discovering, because you were sharing a story on the way up here about your boyfriend and how you were having a discussion with a child, and it was not like a super great one. And your response was what I would have said. And your boyfriend was like, be nice.
Yes.
Right, I should be nice. And I was like, oh, it's good he's here. Because if
Yes.
I were there and you're looking at me for advice, I'd be like, yeah, say it. Louder.
Right?
Suck it up. Get over yourself.
Yeah.
So maybe we both have that problem. Maybe we need partners to keep us.
Right. Come back down just a little.
We need you, because as soon as you were saying that he was like, be nice, I was like, I thought that was the nice response. You didn't kick him out.
It's true.
You didn't make him sleep in the chicken coop. Just saying. No, my problem is I have a love for inappropriate shirts. That like say inappropriate things, not like a lack of a shirt. The shirt's full coverage, but it has things on it that are, funny.
But they're true.
They're funny.
True.
That too.
And funny.
And I always end up wearing them to church events.
Okay, but not purposely.
No, it's not on purpose.
Yeah.
I just get there and I'm like, I don't, all of a sudden I notice, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so you're at your church activities at the LDS church wearing a shirt that says kind of hungry, kind of horny, kind of want to get a tattoo.
I'm kind of tired too. Kind of tired is in there.
All of those are very
But my
true.
favorite part was I was at a youth event. It wasn't just like, I mean, not that the family events are any better, but it was literally youth.
Perfect.
Shirley said it was fine. And one of the other leaders wanted one too. Shirley has one too. So that's my problem is we just keep surrounding ourselves with more adults that are like, this is fine. I'm like, okay, cool. Perfect. But anyway, I don't know. I love being able to, I want more of these years. And I try not to focus on the fact that I missed out on so many years and moments of getting to be this kind of mom with my kids or getting to be this version of myself that is more authentic. I want to stay in the space of just being grateful that we've arrived here. But I get a little sad because your oldest just turned 17. 17. Okay. My oldest is 14 and a half. And it's like, those years are flying.
They are. And
so, I don't know. I just feel bad. I feel bad that he didn't get to have that fun mom.
I know. I hate that part so much. And that brings a lot of grief for me. It's something I can't focus on.
It's not guilt, it's grief, because we know we did the best we could. And so I appreciate that word of it because that is what it is. I'm grieving the fact that my memories of most of his childhood are a blur and not being present.
Right.
And that's sad.
Which is crazy because we were literally there for every second of every minute.
Right. Yeah, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
But we weren't.
At the same time, though, on the other hand, let's flip it around.
Okay.
What kind of growth have they seen us go through?
That's a good point.
What kind of healing have they seen us walk through?
Okay.
Different versions. They've witnessed different versions of us.
Okay, but mine is a boy and yours is a girl.
He still sees.
Does he? We're going to go with that.
Maybe not as in depth.
Yeah. Did you notice I haven't been here all day? No. Oh, cool. Perfect. Boys are weird. But no, I like that. I like that angle of it. Because that is something that I like. I try and be authentic with my kids and vulnerable with my kids about I'm going through a hard time without oversharing or giving them too much of a burden. Right. So like when I'm trying to discuss with them finances, that financial burden isn't theirs.
Right.
But they need to be aware that there is financial burden. So we're not going to go doing these things because we don't have the money for it. But that's not at the beginning of the divorce, the conversations with my kids would go in such a way where then my sweet baby children would bring me their little dollars and be like, here, this is to help you pay bills. And I'm like, that's not your job. And I don't know, I was like, this isn't a burden for you to carry, but I need you to be aware so that you aren't entitled.
Right. Well, when we need to be wise with our money, right?
Yeah,
like, let's not waste
food.
Don't pour giant bowls of cereal you're not going to eat. Don't waste don't waste things.
Yeah.
Eat as much food as you want,
Take
but we're
care
not
of your
going to waste things.
Take care of your things.
Yes.
Everything is not replaceable.
Right.
And we don't need to treat our things. I think that was another thing, is I talked to my kids about stewardship over our things. So I'm going, even if you don't want it, doesn't mean you get to destroy it.
Mhm.
But they no longer give me their little dollars, which is grateful for, because that felt really crappy. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like they get it. Anyway, so that is one area that I feel like they have seen the growth of, I don't know, of all of it. And I just appreciate, I want to be authentic without loading them down with things they don't need to be loaded down with, I guess, is what I'm getting at. Which is hard to do, to share things. So I tell them, I'm like, I'm going through a hard time. So I'm not showing up with all the ways that you guys need, but I'm doing my best. And I tell them.
But we're teaching them that because they need to know how to do that as well.
Yes.
And I've told my kids before, if you're having a hard day, if you're having a hard time, I would much rather you come to me and tell me that, so that I can give you an extra dose of grace that day.
Yeah.
Versus being frustrated and being like, why are you being a jerk?
Yeah.
Right? I know that they're having a hard day. I want them to communicate that to me.
I like that. We should have that better open communication both ways. I'm having a hard day. I'm going to do the best I can. But if I don't show up in all the ways you need, then you need to do the same for me.
Yes.
And that is amazing how having just that conversation, you can have that. I've seen you with your kids have that experience of, they're having a hard day. They told me about it. And I am easily have more grace for them because of that conversation.
Absolutely.
Which I think is incredible. Weird communication. Sounds like it's working.
So weird.
Ridiculous. But I don't know. All of it just, I don't know. Do you have anything else you want to say? Because I've got a lot of gratitude for this area.
No, I think we covered
a
lot of good stuff. It's been such a good summer. I'm stuck on it. I know I am.
No,
it's such a fun summer.
I feel like it just started and now we're ending.
At the same time, we're wearing sweatshirts. It's August 2nd. Things are changing.
Okay, John is putting up a water slide today. Do we want to go over?
I don't know that I'm going to have time. I'm an adult.
I
know.
Maybe else will go with me. Russell and I will go. But I'm grateful for the grace my kids give me, and I'm grateful that my authentic self is somebody that I really like. And she's fun, and she's jumpy, and I don't want to say loud, but she's fun. I like her.
It would suck if you didn't.
There's lots of times I don't, by the way. Right now, I'm okay with her. So yeah, it does suck.
Yeah.
But no, right. I don't know. I look at a lot of things and I'm just like, oh, I love that I'm that mom that's playing football in the rain with my kids.
Yes.
I love that I'm that mom that is going down the water slide with my best friends. I love that my kids look back and they're just like, my mom was dancing and singing all the time. Was she good at either? No, but she did it.
Right.
Right. Or she's like in a Jeep and she's like, her arms are flailing out the doors and I don't know, just whatever it is. Like I'm keeping up with them. And I hope that they just be like, my mom was there all the time being fun with us.
Right.
But she didn't just send us out to have fun without her. So I don't know. I'm just grateful that that is who I am. I like that.
Yep. I'm grateful for the same. I think everything about me was so squashed, even from living through an abusive childhood to an abusive marriage. And now the true, authentic, shiny Julia is here and getting to do all of the experiences with my kids, right? To dance in the middle of Walmart and not care at all who's watching, to
so good,
to have these experiences with them. And, every time we go and do something, I'm super intentional, making sure that I'm participating, right?
Yeah.
I'm not just sitting there watching. I'm getting on the paddleboard with him. I'm getting in the freaking cold water because, good God, all y'all's water is cold here. It's different. Texas water is warm, all of it.
Right. But you know what comes with warm water? Alligators.
Yes.
You know what we don't have? Alligators.
Yes. I thought about that because I saw a social media post about somebody who went paddleboarding in Houston, and there were alligators.
Right. So when you want cold water with no alligators or warm water with alligators?
I'm going to take the no alligators.
Okay. So you're welcome.
I just love that I'm being my authentic self and getting to have all these experiences with my kids and make all of these core memories. And I hope that these core memories that we are making, I hope this is what they're going to remember. I hope that it's going to take the place of a lot of yucky things that they remember.
They better, because I'm going to interject your gratitude, because I freaking love how you spent the entire day at the lake with the kids to come home with some of the kids to go back out with your boys to fish in the rain with them. I thought that was so freaking cute.
We fished in the rain, and I kid you not, like less than 60 seconds after casting James out, he caught a fish, a good decent sized fish.
Love it.
I think it was Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy. He named it.
They named Jeremy.
That's a little morbid since you ate him.
Yeah, especially when they were watching my boyfriend cut the head off and got it out. They're like, Jeremy! And I have it all on video.
Yes.
Anyway, okay. Not what we're talking about.
No, but that's what I'm saying, though. Like, those are going to be core memories, because not only did you take your boys fishing, but it was like the whole, I don't know, all of it. Mm-hmm. That's just such a, so sweet.
So I love it. I'm really grateful.
Okay. All right. Do we have a question for them? Maybe something that, how do our listeners, how do they play? What keeps them young?
Ooh, I like that.
What is it they're doing that's keeping things fun as we're getting older?
Don't say that.
We're going to end it there so we don't get dark. Okay.
Till next time.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Unfiltered Summit Sisters.
Come join us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok to get a sneak peek into our lives.
It's beautiful, chaotic, crazy, and fun.
What else would you expect raising 10 kids?
All the links you need are in the show notes.
See you next week.